Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of your Brains Coach podcast. My name is Angela Shurina. I'm your host, I'm your Brains Coach, and it is my job here to bring to you all the best, recent, cutting-edge, well-researched, most applicable and effective brain-body tools so you can take better control of your thoughts, of your emotions, and most importantly, your actions, so you get to shape your life experience closer and closer to the one you absolutely love living. And today, guys, we are continuing our conversation about emotions. Today, you're going to learn how to feel inspired every day. And I mean it, every single day. You can shift, you can switch, you can change your energy, your emotions every single day. And you can't choose how you wake up, but you can choose how your day gonna go from there. And today's podcast is all about that. How to shift your mood, your energy into the one you need to create the best life experience that you envision for yourself, that you want, desire, that you absolutely committed to having. It all starts with energy. So how do you shift your energy into the one that you need? And that energy then translates into moods, into thoughts, and actions. Wouldn't you say, like, when you feel inspired and motivated, you do a lot more and a lot better? Well, according to research, that elevates your performance anywhere from 28% all the way to 50 and 60s, right? The way you feel, it fundamentally changes what you do with your life. Think about the other spectrum of it, of inspiration, being depressed. When you feel depressed, you literally don't want to do anything. And guess what's going to happen to your life when you don't want to do anything? Exactly nothing. You're going to get stuck. You're not going to move things forward. Things probably going to get worse. So the way you feel changes your life trajectory in such a fundamental, mind-boggling way. If you can cultivate a certain kind of energy on a regular basis, that's going to change your life. That's going to change the whole game. You know, one of the best coaches in the world, Tony Robbins, you know what he's really good at? Why people follow him everywhere? He's one of the best energy shifters. You go to his event and you're like, I can conquer the world. That's why a lot of people feel like they gotta go to at least one of his events every year to tune themselves up, to get into the state, this energy that they need to keep pushing forward towards impossible. So Tony Robbins, energy shifter, that's what his job. Waking up inspired every single day. Can you really do this? I don't think you can. And latest research on emotional management, emotional regulation shows that you have a lot of leverage when it comes to shifting your energy, your mood, and your emotions, which then define your actions, which then create the life that you get to experience every day. So waking up to the right energy, you know, every morning you open up your eyes and before you even move, you remember, like somewhere from inside of your head, you start remembering who you are, where you are, what you need today, what your life looks like, what it feels like, what it all means. And that's helpful, obviously, to function more or less effectively in the world, to remember all of this. That's helpful until it isn't. If you're trying to grow, shift how you show up, change the way you move through the world, your environment, what you accomplish, like your environment can hold you back or propel you forward. And you have a lot of leverage, have a lot of say in where your environment is going to shift you on a regular basis. The power of place, another part of Ethan Kross' recent book on shifting your emotions, right? Learn to manage your emotions so they don't manage you. A big part of the book, I believe it's a whole section of the book that is dedicated to the power of place. Place that you design for yourself. Places where you go to feel certain way, to create certain vibe of your life on a regular basis, to make certain actions happen and then shift the results that you get in life. The power of place. We've been diving into Ethan Kro's book Shift. I highly recommend you picking it up. Exploring ways to manage our emotions so they don't manage us. And on the last podcast, we've talked about coaching yourself in the second and third person. Yeah, like, Angela, you can do this. You did a lot of things before. You've come this way and you can go further, right? So coaching yourself, giving yourself advice in a second and third person, a very effective technique, as research shows. I always teach my clients to use it with themselves, to pump themselves up when they need to. Then we also talked about shifting your focus between past and future, just like I did right now. Remembering where you've come from, remembering that it's all going to change, but the strengths that you develop through challenges and struggles, that's going to stay with you, and that's going to change your life. And so today we're talking about another game changer, the spaces you surround yourself with. I want to tell you a little bit from my life, my day-to-day, my habits, my routines, my rituals. I go to specific places in Cape Town, in the city where I am right now, to do my biggest thinking. Somewhere with a view, somewhere which expands my mindset, that makes me think exponentially bigger, something with open horizons that make me feel and what I can do limitless. Somewhere that makes me feel like anything is possible. Another example, every year I spend some time at my parents' house. I talk to my parents actually every day, and which reminds me of the place where I came from. It reminds me also how far I've come. It also makes me feel safe and grounded and cared for, and that I'm supported and loved no matter what. Whatever, especially on the hard day, guys, I need to call my mom and my dad. It's funny, I'm 37 and my mom always makes fun of me. It's like, you're a grown-up girl. Like, why do you miss us? Like, why do you need us? I think she really likes it. But yes, it makes me feel like I'm loved, supported, and taken care of. Just like you felt when you were a kid growing up at home. If you were lucky enough to have this kind of support, right? Because a lot of us don't. Wherever I stay in the world, like right now in Cape Town, this house in Hout Bay, which I actually have to change in a couple of months. Wherever I stay in the world, I create a mini shrine of inspiration. And if you follow me on social media and read my newsletter, which you can read today, following me on Instagram, Angela Brain Body Coach, that's my handle on Instagram. So wherever I'm staying, I create mini shrine of inspiration. My speaker badges, I spoke to this day, like not at 100 event, well, if you count all my workshops, but more than 20, 30 events with 100 or more than 100 of people. So it's, quite a big stack of badges. And I have these badges hanging in a place where I can see them. I also see photos of people who inspire me, like Elon Musk and Richard Branson, who came from nothing and made everything. And I have these quotes by them that inspire me, that impossible is possible. Remind me of this. I have all kinds of reminders of the impossible things that I've made happen. Impossible for me. It's not like world changing, but they were impossible for me at some point. And the ones that I'm working toward. So this is my mini shrine where I am of inspiration. This is the energy I choose to wake up to, and I choose it actively by designing in all these small ways the place where I am. And no matter what mood, fears, old patterns, doubts I wake up to, my environment helps me shift. It nudges me gently into the version of myself I'm committed to becoming from now on, from this very moment. So I have a DIU project for you this weekend. Just got a sip of water. Stay hydrated, guys. So a DIY. Always forget how to pronounce it. English is not my first language, if you haven't guessed it yet. So try this weekend, or maybe right now. You might need some boost of inspiration right now, and to wake up to this tomorrow. If you want to change the way you feel consistently, start with your space. And no, I'm not asking you to do some major redesign and restructuring of your place. I don't even ask you to clean up. What I ask you is add or remove small, maybe big things if you feel like it, things that make you feel the way you want to feel. Speaking about inspiration, what makes you feel inspired? What people, what quotes, what reminders from your own personal life, maybe some pictures, or like for me, it's speaker badges. Like what reminds you of the impossible that you've made happen, that you're about to happen? What gets you feel inspired? Find it on your computer or on your phone, print it out, and put it somewhere where you see it every time you wake up, or as soon as possible. Make it, if you can, bright and colorful. Make it into something that truly does inspire you, so you don't have to fake it, but you see it and you feel it. Look around. How does your space make you feel now? How do you consistently feel in your space? Just think about that. How does your place make you feel? And if it doesn't make you feel consistently the way you need to be feeling to live as a person you want to be living as, then what can you shift? What can you add? What can you subtract? Change, maybe color, to make you feel inspired, or the way you want to feel, maybe strong, maybe confident. What is it? Put it in your place. What small shifts can you make to match the energy you want to carry? And also, don't forget that you have this power to go and visit, sometimes in your mind, with your imagination, but also it is more powerful when you actually physically go to a place which makes you feel maybe limitless or inspired or confident and strong. Like, what is that place? What is that energy? Go there more often. For me, an absolute minimum once a week, I go to those places. Hiking up the mountain, going to the ocean, whatever I can do. Sometimes it's just going to this very beautiful building with beautiful design. Like whatever that is that makes you, that helps you to shift your energy, your moods, your feelings, your beliefs really fast. Figure those places out and make a commitment to show up there consistently. For me, again, it's at least once a week. I feel like I need that tune up. That's also why I'm listening to Tony Robbins every day, to be honest, to tune myself up, literally. And find those places. Change your place because in your place you spend the most time. So what can you add, subtract? What places can you go to get yourself feel inspired? And it works for every single human being. We have these places that makes us feel completely different, the way we want to feel consistently. And also we can add a lot of things. We can change a lot of small things about our spaces to make us feel inspired, motivated, confident, strong, committed to something. And by the way, if you are a leader in an organization, if you have a team, if you have any communal place that you influence, don't forget about this power. It works for every single human being, and that's why it's so powerful. Design collective spaces that make people feel a certain way. And you can ask people, but a lot of things are very similar to us. We love aspirational quotes. We love certain colors. We love certain views. For a lot of people, things are universal in a sense that it produces this kind of vibe, right? Ask people around what makes you feel inspired and put it for all of the people to see. So when the person comes into their space, they feel that way. So then their day goes how they want it to go. So be a leader in that way. And you don't have to be a designed leader, assigned leader. You just do that. And then without permission, ask people like, how does it make you feel, right? Be a leader in terms of taking action and leading the way where people will benefit from it. So change your spaces, go to different places, shift your mood through your environment. Research-based, proven in real-life case studies. If you want to read more about it, pick up Ethan's Cross book, Shift, Manage Your Emotions so they don't manage you. If you found value in this podcast and you feel the urge to share, please do follow this urge. All of us need to learn how to change and shift and manage our emotions better so we show up more powerfully and create a bigger difference, more positive impact in the world. So please do share this podcast episode. We don't run any ads. And yeah, please share because you care. And now, if you aren't in the mood that you need to be in to do your best today, then shift your place and that will change how you feel. That's going to change what you do and what you accomplish. So thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for your attention and listening. And till next time, keep shifting because you are in charge of how you show up and how your life goes. Keep shifting.